don't stop.
Folks, bang average fishing, how are we? Well, I am here in the beautiful city of Cairns, right below the Daintree Rainforest, the gateway, the bloody gateway to the Great Barrier Reef.
Personally, that intro does no justice to the location of this mental city. Cairns is on the other side of the bloody planet, right on the tip of northeast Australia. And as aforementioned, it's the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, but it's also surrounded by the oldest rainforest in the world, the Daintree Rainforest. As you can imagine, the weather is on another level, and at the time of filming, it was at the back end of summer, meaning the heavy rains had subsided and the sun was starting to make a regular appearance. That didn't change the level of humidity though, which was out of this world. I've never sweated so much in all my life, and I certainly lost my body weight in fluids over the 2 weeks. But that mad weather allows for a seriously diverse ecosystem, and as such, the city itself isn't just like any regular city. Side note, I can't actually say Cairns without saying it in an Aussie accent, and don't even know how to say it in an English accent. Cairns? Cairns? Anyway, as you were.
Cairns is full of little creeks and they're stuffed with different types of fish, loads of different species, some invasive, some not, just crossing the road as you do. Beautiful stuff. And I have to admit, it has been quite hard to film because sometimes it's been great, sometimes it hasn't, and it's also been absolutely boiling. So this little video, it's a little bit of a mix-up of everything I've been doing while I've been here. On day one, off camera, I ended up catching a fish that I actually came here for. Apologies, the footage ain't great. It was a little bit spontaneous and it was all over the place. It was pitch black. Absolute fluke. You're not going to believe this. I've just nailed a baby barramundi. I think. It's gotta be. It's the whole shape, it's everything. In this little tiny creek down here. Holy smokes, man. How cool is that? A little barramundi. They call those boys rats at that size, which is not a nice name for a fish, I don't think. Calling it a rat. It's not vermin, they're amazing little things. But I was so happy with that, and safe to say, they're in there, but not many people catch them, so I was quite happy with my achievement. But we've gone back to try and catch another few more, and this is what we ended up catching. Got him on. Nice. What is he? We don't know. We don't have a clue. Looks like some form of snaky. Look at the colours of that guy. What? Don't fancy touching these fish particularly, I'll be truthful with you. And there we go, first fish from this little creek. It's actually got no eye. I'm not really sure what it is, to be truthful. Pretty cool though. Let's get him back. You free, mate? Off he goes. I probably could have touched him, to be fair. I just don't know. You've got to be careful. I'm in Australia, man. Fish on. Fish on. Off we go. Again. No bloody idea. It's like, looks quite like an angelfish or something. That's mad. Look at him. The colours, he's iridescent. That's insane. Another beautiful little fish. Don't know how well you can see him, but we've had a couple of species in this little session. Couldn't tell you what any of them are like, but we've had a couple of species. Ooh, we had a bite then. Something's going on it now. Ooh, that was a bite and a half. And this is the exact spot where we nailed a barra yesterday. Right here. Yeah. Whoa! That's big. That's a fish and a half. Clutch. It's not a barra, it's a jungle perch, I think. Wow! He's bamboozled that. That's a proper fish. That was an insane bite. And this could be a tilapia. And he might need to be thrown out. But I'm not taking that risk. Normally they have more spots on them. He looks fairly native, and by that reckoning I just mean angry. Just looks native because he's angry.
Well folks, it wasn't a jungle perch, it wasn't a tilapia, and it wasn't native. I'll go into a little bit more detail though later in the video.
Well folks, we've just found this awesome little drain here. We're going to give it a quick go, see what's in it. I've been loving this type of fishing, you know, you don't know what you're going to catch. There's so much variety, so many species. Fish on. Fish on. Nice. Look at this lad, look at the colours on him, what a beauty. I think this is a mangrove jack, I think. I will confirm it in a voiceover probably.
Breaking news, Harry actually gets a fish right. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah!
But buzzing. Anyway, let's
get him back. Honestly, that baby barra made my day, and almost my trip. That's why I came to Oz, and whether it's 1 centimetre or 1 metre, it still counts, and I don't care what anyone says. But still, the variety of fish from this tiny little creek is truly mind-blowing, and after fishing it for quite a few days, sadly, another barramundi did elude me. Although I did manage to catch another one of those perch-like things, and by this point, I knew a little more about them.
Oh, that's just been taken on the drop. Yeah, we got him on. We got him on. Yes, we do. Nice. I had a feeling there'd be something in there. And unfortunately, this is a climbing perch, I think. So unfortunately, we might have to kill this lad.
So it turns out the fish I caught earlier in the trip and the fish that's on the line here are invasive. This is a climbing perch and they're originally from Southeast Asia. They've ended up in Queensland waterways through pet owners releasing their tropical fish to the wild without any awareness of how vociferous these cool guys can be. They can live out of water for a long period of time and can bury themselves in the mud in order to survive when water levels are low, and can also survive in low oxygenated water. What can these guys not do? As you can see here, they eat everything and are killing off not just native fish, but also native insect life, which can have a horrible impact on the ecosystem as a whole. As per Queensland law, they need to be killed humanely and not returned to the waterway. A shame, I have to admit, but in the end of the day, I'm a visitor here in Australia and it's not for me to question legislation and disobey their rules and laws.
What a fish! That is huge, man. That is a huge fish. Look at that, guys. Look at the fish on that. Look at the fins as well. It's a beauty. Worldy of a fish. He really slammed that isomi. But unfortunately, he's not allowed to go back. I feel a bit bad catching fish that I can't that I'm not eating or just have to kill. But on the same time, they're ruining the ecosystems here, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Beautiful fish though. Look at the colours on that tail across it. Hard fighting fish as well. Beautiful. And sadly, he's not going back. Don't like saying that, folks, I don't. And honestly, it's quite frustrating that people do this when they get fish and then they just release them into the wild willy-nilly. But I'm also doing a good deed, sort of. Maybe. Make of it what you want.
I'd be lying if I said I knew how I felt about that. It really was mixed emotions, I'll be truthful with you. So, genuinely, make of it what you will, but I really am sat on the fence.
Big fish that though, wasn't it? Absolute slab of a thing. And that's me over and out. I am sweating, I'm getting bitten alive. I've got everything on, sunscreen, bug repellent, and I'm still dying. What is this country? Honestly, this heat is unbearable. I'm decent at handling the heat, but I'm dripping. I'm absolutely dripping, and you can probably tell I've only been out like a couple of hours, but it's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid, and I think sometimes you have to accept defeat a little bit. And that's where I'm at the moment. It's been 7 weeks of hardcore traveling, and yeah, I've done a lot of this town. I've done a lot of the Daintree and all this now. I'm ready for some normal temperatures. This is mental, absolutely mental. I hope you've enjoyed this little short video anyway. It has really just been me knobbing about, and I just sort of wanted to show you it. You can fish anywhere. It doesn't really matter where you are in the world, and it doesn't really matter what you're doing. Just grab a little rod, put a little bit of something on, and you can always have fun. And that's what this was really about, to be honest with you. You can go wild camping, do all the extreme fishing like I have done here, but you can also have just as much fun on little creeks like that. Smashing stuff, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. There's going to be some big news coming to you very, very shortly, so stay tuned. Lots of love, tight lines, keep bloody fishing. I'm going to have a cold shower, and I feel like I'm going to burn to death. I've got fifth factor 50 on, man. What is going on?
Thanks for watching, folks. There's going to be one more video from Australia, so stay tuned for that. See you later.